Welcome to Storied Audio. The night I lost Ethan, it was raining. I remember every second of it. I was standing in my apartment, my hands shaking, my face wet with tears. But they weren't tears for him. They were for everything else. My mother had been in the hospital for weeks. My father and I were barely speaking. My younger brother had gotten himself into trouble again, and somehow I was the one trying to fix everyone's lives. I felt like I was drowning. Ethan had come over with flowers and takeout. He smiled when I opened the door. "You haven't eaten today, have you?" he asked gently. I should have hugged him. I should have told him I was scared. Instead, I exploded. "Stop acting like you can fix everything," I shouted. His smile disappeared. "I wasn't trying to fix anything," he said quietly. "I just wanted to be here for you. You don't understand anything I'm going through." "I know I don't, but I'm trying." "No," I yelled. "I can't do this anymore. I need you to leave." He stared at me. I could see the pain in his eyes. "Emma," he whispered. I was crying now, shaking with anger and fear. "Just go." The room became silent. Then he nodded. "Okay." One word. One broken word. He set the flowers on the table. "I love you," he said softly. "I hope one day you'll let someone help you." Then he walked out the door. The second it closed behind him, my anger disappeared. I sank to the floor. "No!" I scrambled to the door and opened it. He was already gone. I sat there all night, crying so hard I couldn't breathe. I had just pushed away the only person who had ever loved me exactly as I was. The only person who stayed. The only person who chose me. And I had broken his heart. I texted him the next day. No answer. I called. Nothing. A week later, I sent another message. "I'm sorry." No reply. Eventually, I stopped trying. Because I knew I didn't deserve his forgiveness. Months passed. I went to therapy. I started dealing with my family problems instead of burying them inside me. But no matter how much I healed, there was one thing that never changed. I still loved Ethan. Every single day. Then one chilly autumn afternoon, I saw him. I was walking down Main Street when a man stepped out of a coffee shop carrying 2 cups. I froze. It was him. He looked different somehow. Happier. More at peace. My heart started pounding, so hard I thought I might faint. I wanted to run to him. I wanted to throw my arms around him and tell him I was sorry. Tell him I still loved him. Tell him I missed him every day. But I couldn't. I had hurt him. He had every right to hate me. So I turned and started to walk away. Then I heard it. "Emma!" I stopped breathing. Slowly, I turned around. Ethan was standing there. He smiled softly. "Hi." I couldn't speak. He walked toward me. "How have you been?" That was all it took. I burst into tears. People on the sidewalk stared, but I didn't care. "I'm so sorry," I cried. His face fell. "I regret it every day. I never wanted you to leave." He looked stunned. I was having a breakdown. My family, everything was falling apart, and I took it all out on you. I wiped my eyes. You were the only person who loved me, and I pushed you away. Tears blurred my vision. "I never stopped loving you." He didn't say anything. "I know I don't deserve another chance," I whispered. "But if there's even the smallest possibility, would you give me one?" He looked down at the coffee cups in his hands. Then back at me. "I still care about you, Emma." Hope filled my chest. But then he sighed. "I just don't know if I can do it again." The hope shattered. I nodded. "I understand." I expected him to walk away. Instead, he held out one of the coffees. "Would you like to sit for a while?" I stared at him. Then I smiled through my tears. "Okay." That afternoon turned into 2 hours of talking. Then came text messages. Then lunches. Then phone calls. We became friends again. Slowly. Carefully. Sometimes I wanted to tell him I loved him. But I didn't. I had already hurt him once. I would wait. Months passed. Then a year. One spring afternoon, we sat in our favorite park eating sandwiches. Ethan looked at me. "Can I ask you something?" "Of course." "Have you been dating anyone?" I smiled sadly. "No." He looked surprised. "Why not?" I looked down at my hands. "Because I only want you." Silence. I swallowed hard. "I'll wait if that's what it takes." "Wait." "For you to forgive me." I looked up. "I'll wait forever if I have to." His eyes filled with tears. Then he reached across the picnic table and took my hand. Warmth spread through me. "Emma," he said softly. I forgave you a long time ago. I blinked. What? He smiled. I just needed time to trust my heart again. Tears slipped down my cheeks. And he squeezed my hand. I never stopped loving you either. I couldn't breathe. What? He laughed softly through his tears. I tried to move on. I really did. But every time something good happened, I wanted to tell you. I started crying. He stood and pulled me to my feet. I still love you. I covered my mouth. Then he gently brushed my tears away. I think I've loved you every day since the moment we met. I threw my arms around him. He held me tightly. And for the first time in nearly 2 years, I felt whole. When I pulled back, he smiled. Then he kissed me. Softly, tenderly, like coming home. The world disappeared. When the kiss ended, I was crying again. He laughed. You cry a lot. I laughed too. Only because of you. He wrapped his arms around me. Then let's not waste any more time. That day we started over. Not as the people we used to be, but as 2 people who had learned something precious. Love isn't perfect. Sometimes people break under the weight of life. Sometimes they hurt the people they love the most. But real love, the kind that never completely lets go, can survive even heartbreak. And sometimes, if you're very lucky, the person you thought you'd lost forever is still waiting for you to come home. Subscribe to the channel for more audio stories.